Riots erupted on the streets of Southport last night, following a knife attack on Monday, which left 3 girls dead and other young children in a critical condition. Rioters gathered around a mosque not far from the scene of the stabbings.
I can feel evil outside. They said the attacker is actually a Muslim. They give him a Muslim name, and then they assume, or they said, that this person, he comes to this mosque to pray. And then they followed up by saying that this person, we told him to do so. And so, for this reason, this is an evil mosque and we have to burn this mosque.
So much again.
Face leaders, we meet some, once or twice a year. My name is Ibrahim Hussein. I am the imam and the chairman of Southport Mosque, of this mosque. They are all pushing you to look after your neighbors. On the night in the 30th of July, there was a very unfortunate murder in here, created by, it was used by somebody anonymous. We don't know who he is, but he really done something which is very vicious. He attacked a lot of girls who were, between 6 and 8, and he attacked them for no reason at all, and we don't know any. So and the police at the time did not release his name or his age or anything to do with him. So immediately they have made up their mind that this is a Muslim and he is coming from this mosque and he's doing it in our name. So it was very bad, because while we are so upset about about this murder and the news, while we upset like the rest of the community, we have to then very quickly start defend ourselves and say, oh, what are you talking about? Who's this person? What is he? Where did he get this name from? We never heard this name, and so on. Following day, after I've received so many calls from friends and people, members of the public, they're telling me there is a lot of bad news about this mosque in the social media, and they are planning something very bad towards this mosque. In the evening, about 8 o'clock, I came here to pray as usual, and then very quickly it was apparent that people are starting to get outside and started to increase in number. Or there was only 2 people, and then it became 5. 5 became 20, which for safety reason, we had to go inside and lock the door. And then the police were patrolling the area. And then they started to shout slogans and very bad. They said things like, we want our country back. We want you out of here. We don't want immigrant in this country, and stuff like that, which we hear this and we're used to it. But also, they were swearing at Allah. And they said, who's the F word? Who is Allah? So now we are 8 people. We are really unable to put the light on, unable to leave the mosque. And they are throwing fire and bricks, smashing windows, and even police cars have been smashed. Very hard nights that night. I didn't go home until 1 o'clock, and then of course there's no sleep. You can't sleep. you know, your mind is ticking all the time and all this. However, when I got here about 9 o'clock in the morning, there were already more than 50 people from our neighbors standing there asking what can they do, how can they help. They already start tidying up, they start clearing the rubbles and the falling bricks.
Teenager Axel Rudacubana, born in Cardiff,
Accused of killing 3 young girls at a dance class in Southport, has just pleaded guilty to all 3 murders on the first day of his trial.
All it was is some people try to use this situation to advance their own agenda. So people were using this as a mean of attacking immigrants, attacking Muslim, and obviously there is a lot of Islamophobia around in the world and in the media. It's sad because I look at this place now and I say it looks like a prison.